Since 1954, WALB has been serving South Georgia. We've shared good times and bad times, victories and tragedies. In 2016 was a year of change. Britain left the EU, America elected a new president, and WALB launched their 4 p.m. news. The 4 p.m. news is the only local news at this hour and will keep viewers even more informed with more in-depth local and national coverage that keeps up with this ever-changing world. Change was the central theme when WALB TV kicked off 2016, sponsoring the Martin Luther King Jr. celebration. This event celebrates the life of Dr. King and diversity in Southwest Georgia. To further honor South Georgia's diverse population, WALB produces the weekly public affairs program Dialogue, hosted by Carla Heath Sands. Dialogue addresses both local and national minority issues, with recent shootings making racial tensions high. WALB produced a special dialogue titled Bridging the Divide, where WALB invited church leaders, law enforcement officials, and civil rights organizations to discuss strengthening community relations. WALB was honored to receive the 2016 Boyd Grant Community Service Award. This award recognizes businesses and individuals whose decisions or actions changed Southwest Georgia for the best. WALB got into the holiday spirit this year by producing and televising Albany's Christmas Parade. This was the 26th anniversary of televising this beloved holiday tradition, and this year's theme was The Heart of Christmas is Love. Continuing the holiday spirit, WALB broadcast our 5:30 news live from Thomasville, Georgia, to help celebrate the 30th anniversary of the magical Victorian Christmas Festival. WALB reached out to local cities and chambers to broadcast our 6 p.m. from their downtowns. During our Going Mobile event, WALB visited 5 different cities in 5 weeks, broadcasting our 6 p.m. news from these different cities live, focusing on stories from each of the communities we visited. Crowds gathered at each location to meet our on-air personalities and watch the news live. As much as the crowds liked meeting us, we enjoyed meeting our viewers even more. WALB produced a special Going Mobile event as we broadcast the 6 p.m. news live from the regional 2016 AT&T USA Diving National Championships in Moultrie, Georgia. With the Olympics about to start, this was the perfect time to highlight these future Olympic hopefuls so close to home. WALB has a long history of helping our neighbors by producing local public service announcements. This year, WALB produced PSAs for over 50 area charities, reinforcing WALB's commitment to keeping the community number one. These are some examples of local public service announcements produced by WALB to help the people of Southwest Georgia. We here at WALB go further than just producing public service announcements. The following pictures show our employees taking an active role in our community. While talking about WALB's commitment to the community, it's important to note that WALB is a proud sponsor of Theater Albany, the Albany Chorale, and the Albany Symphony Orchestra. WALB produces a monthly medical show called Healthcare Today, where physicians and local health professionals enlighten the public on complex medical issues and procedures. Guests explain medical procedures and answer common questions so the layman can fully understand. For over 60 years, South Georgians have relied on WALB TV for live, local, late-breaking news. We produce over 27 hours of local news every week. That adds up to about 1,400 hours a year. At WALB News 10, our goal is to cover the news more completely than anyone else. On air, online, and on mobile, doing whatever it takes to bring stories that affect our viewers, with up-to-the-minute coverage of breaking news, along with in-depth reports that impact our viewers' lives. WALB has the only live microwave truck and only satellite uplink truck serving South Georgia. WALB Storm Tracker 10 is the area's first and only live mobile weather lab to help keep our viewers safe with live coverage from the road. We also use Storm Tracker as a teaching tool for schools and events to show how weather affects all our lives. At WALB, it is our duty to hold elected officials accountable and be a voice of advocacy for the people. WALB produces editorials expressing opinions on local issues from the editorial board at WALB. These viewpoints often stir lively debate in the community. WALB News went on the road broadcasting live from many local festivals, including the Watermelon Festival in Cordele, the Daylily Festival in Adel, and the Fire Ant Festival in Ashburn. This year, WALB partnered with Walgreens and Midland Radio Corporation for a special on-location severe weather awareness event. WALB's First Alert Weather Team, along with our partners at Midland Radio, programmed radios at Walgreens during Severe Weather Awareness Week. These radios give an added layer of protection to the citizens of southern Georgia during severe weather events and will save lives in a weather emergency. One event we are extremely proud of here at WALB is our military salute entitled Honoring Our Military Heroes. This tribute highlighting the men and women who selflessly serve our country and those who served our country and live on in our memories. This heartwarming special was produced at Georgia Veterans State Park in Cordele. Through our 60 years, farmers have depended on WALB for more than just early weather reports. For the last 30 years, WALB has broadcast live from the Sunbelt Agricultural Farm Expo. The Sunbelt Expo is the second biggest farming exposition in the country. This year, we produced a live 30-minute show in the afternoon for both ABC and NBC, plus a 30-minute show in the early morning called Sunrise at Sunbelt for our ABC channel. Sunrise at Sunbelt previewed the day's upcoming events. WALB produced these shows for all 3 days of the expo. WALB continued to help the less fortunate with the sponsorship of the One Warm Coat campaign. WALB helped deliver over 2,000 warm coats to deserving families in southwest Georgia. WALB was pleased to host 2 food drives this year to help the local food banks in their fight against hunger. These drives were a crucial part of battling hunger in our area. WALB partnered with Valdosta Lowndes County Animal Shelter, Lee County Animal Shelter, Sylvester's Best Friends Humane Society, and Moultrie's Humane Society for the Clear the Shelters Pet Adoption Nationwide event. In our area, a total of 110 pets were able to find new forever homes. Another achievement that WALB is very proud of is our Georgia Safe to Sleep campaign. In a first-of-its-kind special promotion, WALB partnered with the State Department of Family and Children Services for a safe sleeping campaign. The station educated the public about the importance of having their baby sleep in a safe environment. WALB also invited the public to bring donations and filled our truck with safe sleeping items. The achievement of 2016 that we are most proud of was organizing and hosting the second annual Buddy Check 10K Run. The race was an effort to raise awareness about breast cancer. Hundreds of runners showed up helping WALB surpass our $10,000 goal and raise over $12,000 for the Cancer Coalition of Southwest Georgia. Southwest Georgia has seen a lot of changes over the last 60 years. But one thing that won't change is our commitment to excellence and our commitment to give back to our community who has always supported us. No matter what lies ahead, WALB News 10 will be there tomorrow and for the next 60 years.